I promised a garden video, and so here it is. I really should have done a before shot of this stuff, but frankly, it was mortifying how awful it was, and there's only so much humiliation I can take. So I guess it's just as well that I didn't. But I did promise that I would get a little video going. So here is the garden as it stands now. Now, everything I did was super, super, super late. I didn't get anything done properly. This is why you're not going to see roses today, because the roses still need to be pruned desperately. And again, too mortifying for words. So just going to show you a little bit of the garden area for the veg. And it's looking pretty good. This bed right here was seeded just a little while ago. This is greens, mostly in this bed. So I have arugula right here, and you can't really see so much of this, but then you could look at here and you can see, oh, that's weed right there, but those over here are the lettuces that are growing up. So those are going to be great. And then in these rows right over here, I have bok choy and pak choy, and I don't really know the difference between the two, and tok choy as well, or tok su, one of those. But it's a wonderful, wonderful green vegetable, and it's so good stir fried, absolutely delicious. And then over here against the wall, they're not coming up yet, but I have peas over here against the wall and in the back part of the raised bed. Now those peas are starting to come up, but these are not yet, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed for them. We're going to have the fence replaced eventually, but the peas probably won't be going on through August, I don't think. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to fret about it. But I also have perpetual spinach in front of this bed here. So over here, over in this corner right over here, this was waist-high grass and weeds, and it was awful. And we dug up this, and the plan is we have some really cool galvanized sheets of metal like for roofing, and Jennifer and I are going to make some raised beds with those, so that'll be cool. We got some peppers here. These are red peppers and purple peppers. And I don't start my peppers from seed because I'm never successful at those. It's just not worth it to me. Plus, I only want, how many pepper plants? 4, 6, 8, whatever. You get, all the different varieties. You get so many packets of seeds, and it's you end up not using them. So I don't seed start well, and peppers and tomatoes and things are things that really should be started inside a couple months before you plant them out. This is a whole lot of nothing in this bed right here, and it's very disappointing. I hope it proves me wrong, but I have leeks and bunching onions planted in here. So I'm really hoping that they take off and start to grow, because those are both things I like. Now, leeks will have to be transplanted probably in the potato bed when the potatoes are all harvested. They'll be planted deeper so that they can develop more in more of the white and light green area of the leek that's used in cooking. And if you look over here, over in this corner here, you can see that? Can you see those right there? Those are some pea starts right there. So those peas are starting. So we'll see how they do. So yeah, those are bell peppers there. And then, yeah, we're going to put in the new beds probably, let me go back out here this way. Probably all along this fence line here on both sides of the fence line. I do need to pull the fence out and reset it and get the weeding done underneath there, but we'll worry about that another day. These are Hungarian sweet peppers here. So there are Hungarian wax peppers that are quite spicy. These are not. These are sweet, so I'm very much looking forward to them. I got those from Garden Treasures. Very nice. This is my beans and brassica bed. So things like cauliflower and broccoli, romesco broccoli, romesco cauliflower, one of the two. And then I've got some beans that are just starting to come up on either side of the arches. The plan is when they grow, they're going to grow up and over the arches, so they will have that support. Also, so they are easier to harvest. They don't take up as much real estate as well. And over here on these arches, I have the pots as well, and those are starting to sprout. And those will be trained up and over the arch. There's Jennifer. and then along the fence line as well. So we'll get plenty of beans from those, I believe. But beets are in here as well. Again, we'll see how they do. And then again, some more brassicas over here. And then I've got the cauliflower all along this here. Ooh, I need to weed that pretty desperately. But those are the cucumbers over here. So the cukes will also, when they get big enough, they're going to be trained to go up on the fence. Although, especially if we do the fence, we're looking to replace the fence in August. I may have to get them some supports that will be separate from that. Well, we've got some time to think about that. All this area here still needs to be weeded, but it's tremendous how much we've gotten up out of this whole walking area. And these were the carrots from last year, and carrots produce seeds biennially, and so this is our second year, hopefully with the flowers. We're going to get some seeds from those. That'll be pretty exciting. And then this is the carrot bed. No growth in the carrot bed yet. I am not despairing, but I'm keeping an eye on it. And frankly, if it doesn't happen, I'm going to reseed anyway. And then this is the parsnip bed with some radishes on top. Radishes usually will do a 30-day turnaround from the time of sprouting to harvesting. So they're very, very quick, which is fabulous. But the weird thing is, I have to thin these out, some of the little seedlings out. But you can see that they've kind of only seeded in or germinated in clumps here, which is very odd. But we'll see what happens. Again, all of this is an experiment anyway. I did do some salsify in that far bed with the last year's carrots as well. I'm hoping those will grow. Over here, the potato bed. Potatoes are looking like the little rock stars they are. They're so reliable. Really, really, really like that about potatoes. Looking really good. I'm very pleased with that. And then over here, I did a little video of the composting system we got. Very pleased with this. I still have the other composter as well, which is a great thing to have. It was a gift from a neighbor. He wasn't using it, and so it works out really nicely. So we technically have a quadruple composting system, which is very nice. And then over here, just got, and I'll stand back so you can take a look at this, just got the squash tunnel today and assembled it. So I'm really excited about this. It has netting over the top, which allows the squashes to grow up and over. I've planted the squashes along the fence line, and hopefully they'll grow up. Now this will support the summer squashes. Got a fence. That's a plane. So there are, here's my shadow, there are zucchini, yellow crookneck squashes here and zucchini here. You don't need a whole lot of zucchini plants to get a lot of zucchini, especially if you stay on top of it. And then I've got the winter squashes here. This is a spaghetti squash. And then over here is looks like a type of butternut squash right here. And then over here are the, what are these? Red October Hubbard. So the Hubbard squashes that we had a couple of years ago were huge. And if they produce anywhere near as much as those little plants did for me, I'm going to be very, very pleased. And they were massive. And very nice sweet squash, too. And there's one guy over here. Now, my plan is, because I have these old firewood holders, my plan is to use some lattice and to kind of construct some supports as the Hubbard squashes get bigger. So again, you see the potatoes over here. Once these are all harvested, then again, I can transfer the leeks. And if I'm ever successful with purple sprouting broccoli, I could do that for a winter veg kind of thing later too. Because leeks, can stay in the ground evidently, especially in milder climates for, till March, some of them. And you just harvest them as you need them. Still need to weed over here and finish up the weeding over there. But all in all, I'm very pleased.
Give a quick shot to the roses.
Oh, all right. They are beautiful. I just wish I wasn't so behind. You know what? It's fine. They're beautiful. It's fine. Anyway, thanks, Jennifer.